DMV. This is a great episode today. We are hosting. I have a first-timer guest, first-timer interviewee. I got my co-host, Dame Langston.
What's up with y'all today, man?
And we got your boy, graduated from Dub, 1,000-point basketball player, 6'5", Bowie State athlete, came from D3 down to a D2 school. He's making numbers. He is making noises. Y'all better watch out. I got my boy Cam. What's good, bro? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man? Well, first of all, I want to say I appreciate y'all having me on your show. You know, I wanted to come where y'all at, more comfortable where y'all at. So
Already.
I appreciate it, man.
That.
Really do.
Yeah, man. And look, I'm honored to have your presence onto the show, bro. Like,
Appreciate that, man.
Really, though. Like, this really means a lot to us to have our first interview of a NCAA college athlete. That means a lot. And right now, we're going to go ahead and get straight to it, bro. Let's go ahead and get into the details and all that, man. So, first question, bro. What are some challenges you faced so far in your journey, and how have these challenges shaped you to who you are today?
Well, it's funny you asked that because I was just talking to my good friend of mine the other day, and we were talking about how these last 3 years,
Right.
as you know, no scholarships, pretty much out of high school, under recruited, had to go to D3 school. But the big thing for me was it was the mental aspect.
Right.
Because once I got to college, I wasn't dealing with 17 and 16-year-olds no more. I was dealing with 25, 26, and they would do things in words or actions to try to throw me off.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I've learned is, and things you guys can know, in your path to success, you will meet people who do not have the best intentions for you.
Exactly.
You will, and the thing is, and it's usually people closest to you.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I've learned, you'll never accomplish anything in this life, all of us, without the feeling of jealousy and envy from somebody that's close to you.
Exactly.
And it hurts because you don't know when you grew up with somebody,
Yeah.
you've been knowing for so long.
Hey, bro, that's this area, bro. You know.
And the things you've been knowing for so long, and it's
Yeah.
like they turned on you.
Yeah, man.
You show a dude love, you show a girl love, just friends are just cool. They turn on you. But you know, the important thing is that I've learned to stay focused, stay disciplined, and just also stay true to yourself. Because I've learned when you stay true to yourself, that shows that you have pure intentions for yourself and for other people. And God knows that. And God knows your intentions, and mentally just staying strong. And I always tell people, pray to be a stronger person. Don't ask for easier life. So
that really brings a great recognition to you, bro.
That was tough.
Bro.
I never even heard nobody say that before.
Man.
Yeah,
Pray
my man got some deep words. You know?
That was nice.
Yeah, man.
Let me ask you this then. What's the daily life of a college athlete?
Well, I'll answer both your questions. When I was at Stevenson, when I was at Bowie State. When I was at Stevenson, it was a D3 school. So the expectations to get better as a student and as an athlete, it wasn't as significant as it is at Bowie State.
Okay.
At Stevenson, pretty much more so do-it-yourself type of thing. It's like getting at your own time, except practice. That's it. As a student, and the thing is, I went to a private school, a PWI, private institution.
Okay.
And one of the things I've learned that they only care about you if you're doing something that's good for them.
Right.
Meaning, if you're not going to class, if your schedule isn't productive or positive, they ain't tripping off of it. They're really not. And the thing is, one of the things at Bowie State, our schedule is we have 6 a.m. workouts. We have weights. We have weights 6 a.m. We have individuals at 11, and we have pickup at later in that day. However, there's the 3 things you have to do. But also, my schedule, we have class at 9, we have class at 12 or 11 or 10. So the big thing is, like we said earlier, like stay focused and disciplined.
Yeah.
If you get to college and your schedule is hectic and you're not disciplined enough, you're going to fall off.
Yeah.
Fall off. And I'm not saying it to scare people, but it's the truth.
Right.
I mean, as y'all know, if you're not disciplined in college, man, you'll fall off.
Man, I feel like that, man, when I'm like not really on my Q's and P's doing homework. Next thing you know, I got an exam, essay, rough draft. I mean, come on, bro. It's a lot of things going on with college life that we got.
And the thing is, though, like in high school, we had 7:45 to 2:25, right?
Right.
And we would have everything in that day, then we good for the rest of the day. In college, the bad thing about college is you have a crazy amount of time on your hands. After the season, you go from practice at 4 o'clock or early in the morning to waking up whenever you want to. Class at 9, you don't got class again to 12, 12:30.
Right.
So in that time, you got a lot of time. And the procrastination monster hits you hard. I mean, he hits you hard. And things, I'm still struggling with that procrastination monster at time. But, it's all good, though. It's all part of the learning process.
Oh,
really.
yeah. Already, man. Hey, man. As years go by, playing for, like, Douglas, Steves, and now for Bowie State, how has your game developed and changed over the years, bro? I mean, for me, as a fan perspective, analyzing and like scouting you and things like that, I see as you at first was like a sharpshooter, mostly a two-way player that's being developed, and now, bro, you have really improved in a lot of your game. Tell me about your time and your patience and things like that with your journey developing your game.
So when I was in 10th grade, we played Potomac.
Right.
It was Dion Wiley.
Oh, I remember that game.
University of Maryland.
Yeah.
It
I
was
remember that game.
Randall Brody. University of Memphis. He's not there anymore. I'm not sure where he is now. Quadri Smith, Providence. He's at some D1 school now. And Anthony Smith, Murray State. And Rob said, we got punished. I mean, dunk fest, 3, 4, 5 dunks in a row. I mean, like, it was terrible. So one thing I told Rob after that game, because at that point in time, I wasn't taking basketball seriously. Now, I wasn't always, quote-unquote, obsessive about basketball. From what he always tells me, I'm being a little obsessive. And I said, Rob, I need to start taking it seriously. Because I see dudes I'm playing that's going Division I, doing Division II. I'm like, man, them dudes ain't all that.
Right.
Not all that. So, it's crazy, man. When I was at Douglas, my 11th, 12th grade, I averaged, my 10th grade I averaged 11. 11th grade I averaged 16. 12th grade I averaged 20.
Exactly.
So you can see the improvements, and the thing is, not only individually, but as a team, we won more games.
Right.
Okay.
My sophomore year, we won. I mean, we didn't win many, Rob.
Y'all wasn't bad, but y'all wasn't.
We were mediocre.
Right.
We were very mediocre. We were very middle of the pack, average.
Right.
Nobody respected us. Nobody came to Doug games except for versus Glen Park or Lago.
Mm-hmm.
11th grade year, shocked everyone. We went 20-5. I started to realize that PG County basketball is pretty intense, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is, as y'all know, in PG County, you have to have that certain edge if you want to be successful. Not only in sports, but even in school, even at work. Because you're around so much negativity, so many people that's trying to knock you off.
You gotta stand out.
You really have to be a dog.
Exactly.
You have to be a dog. And sometimes you gotta be a little arrogant, not cocky, but let dudes know, like, oh no, man, like this is what it is.
It takes to be great.
And it's funny because Markel said the same thing after he had a triple double. Shout out to Markel too. He said, coming from the DMV, you have to have that certain edge to be successful.
Right.
And in PG County, because I went to my 9th grade, I went to a private school, Bishop O'Connell.
Oh.
And it was.
I know. About
and the thing is, the mindset was totally different at O'Connell. And dudes weren't how it is in PG. Dudes weren't thinking like that. But I'm just, by the grace of God, I'm glad that He's put me through tribulations in order for me to mentally develop myself and can become stronger.
Mm-hmm. Good. So, I mean, speaking of your development, as you've seen your growth over the years, who's one of the players right now in the NBA that you compare your game to?
That I compare my game to?
Yeah.
Bean.
Okay, look. So I'm trying to be careful I say this, so I know people gonna think you acting crazy.
No, like you just said, you gotta have that arrogance. You gotta have it.
In my opinion, okay, so look, the dude I watch a lot, I watch Kobe a lot.
Okay.
Footwork, handle, shooting.
Black Mamba.
Just a dog, pure dog.
Exactly.
And of course, I'm not a freak athlete like Kobe was, but I compare more of my game to his. Just how I think of the game.
Definitely had that demeanor. Definitely had that attitude. I seen it. You could see him in the game, bro. Like after a big shot, big dunk, it's that dog mentality that pop out. Like you know.
And the thing is, man, me and Rob always says we have a thing called wolf mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I have the wolf in my chest. And the big thing is, the reason why I picked Kobe is because in my life, from even at Bowie to Stevenson to Douglas, I've been called selfish. I've been called a loner. I've been called an a-hole. I've been called whack, weird. I've been called weird my whole life. And I'm cool with that now.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, though, I studied Kobe and I looked at his things in 1999 when he shot all them air balls. Doug Harris said in the interview, Kobe with his ignorance and his cockiness, I wanted to show him something. And he's so cocky, da-da-da. They called him Showboat Bryant.
Yeah, exactly.
Not at Bowie, but at Stevenson and at Doug, people call me that. I kind of liked it, though, because it's like, well, I got that.
If it lights a fire.
It lights a fire. It lights a fire.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it enrages me because it's like, people say certain things. Like, the wolf mentality comes from the acceptance part.
Right.
So it's like, I get in this circle, and I get to this place, I get to that place. They don't want to accept me because how I am.
Right.
Because I'm not very introverted, but I'm introverted. I mind my business, and I guess people look at that as arrogance and cockiness.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
But it's like that wolf mentality comes from the isolation.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, you want to isolate me? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna show you on the court what I can. You know what I mean? How I'm gonna carry it.
Right.
So yeah, that's about it, really.
Cool.
Yeah, man. Seeing your last year with Bowie State was a bit of a roller coaster, but it was a mini Cinderella ride.
Mm-hmm.
Through the playoffs. Didn't really last that far, but the way you ended the season, you was one of the high scorers on the team. Mm-hmm. Besides the seniors, I remember watching it on the channel. You told me to watch it and things like that. Mm-hmm. The tournament was lit, bro.
Yeah,
and man, look, man, what's your expectation for next season, bro? You about to be a joint. Can you believe that, bro?
Time flies, man.
Time is flying, man. What is the goal? What is the aspirations for this team next year? Like,
so after the game we lost. I was hurt. I was upset because we don't want to lose.
Exactly.
No.
You're a weirdo if you like to lose. That's kind of weird, man. I told Johans and I told some guys on the bus, I said, okay, the year's over with.
Right.
We heard about this game. That's good. That's fine. I told them, I said, for as far as the team, we want to win 20-plus games.
Mm-hmm.
We want to win the regional championship. I'm sorry, host a regional championship, also win it as well. Hang a divisional banner, meaning we win the conference, and win the CIAA championship. And by the grace of God, we work hard enough, get to the NCAA championship, and make some noise there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's the team goals, and I think we can do it. We have 7 people coming back, and watching us in workouts, watching us lifting weights, we have that. We all have different. We all have a similar mentality. We just carry it differently, but everyone has something to be motivated about and angered about.
To cut you off right there, bro, what's the mindset going to be about? What's going to be established through, like, the whole set of the team? How demeanor.
The culture. The culture. Accountability. Mm-hmm. I think that's huge. But not holding your teammate accountable, holding yourself accountable.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell you something like, oh, you do this, but I'm doing something different. You know what I mean? Yeah. It don't. As a man, it don't work like that.
Right.
And I think the accountability factor is big, and also intensity.
Right.
Everybody, as you guys know, you all play sports before. Everybody has a different personality on the field, or on the court, or on the hockey ice rink. But I think it's important for you to have that dog mentality. Like, I'm just go at it. I'm gonna win my matchup. And I think all of us have that. I think all of us have that mentality, and I think it's perfect for us though, and I think it can take us a long way.
Oh yeah,
that's good. All right, man. Last and final question. You ain't really gotta get too deep because I know that's a political question, but all this talk Well, let me just refer back to earlier. I asked you about your schedule.
Okay.
Seems like during the season you have a busy schedule.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure the weeks where you have away games is a little bit crazier.
Get back 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, my question for you is, what is your thoughts on paying college athletes? Like we said, your schedule is pretty hectic.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really have time to go get a job.
Mm-hmm.
You have basketball, you have practice, you have your
Yes.
weights, you have your homework, you got your studying.
Yes.
What do you think about paying college athletes?
I'll tell you
That's
this.
the $1 million question.
I'll tell you this. And you can look at me and you'll realize what I'm saying. The NCAA last year in 2017 brought in revenue of $1.1 billion. The University of Alabama, their football team alone, brought in $143.4 million.
That's insane.
Wow.
The football team alone.
I didn't even know that.
The football team alone.
Yeah, I didn't
Look,
know that either.
but hold on, look. That's more than all NHL hockey NHL teams and some of the NBA teams. $143 million. And think about it. These guys they're bringing in the athletic programs at D1 schools, D2 schools. We are the core, we are the essence of the school success. Without the athletic program, a lot of the schools wouldn't be as prestigious as it would be.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Because the piggyback off of that, to be honest, like you said, Alabama football program brings in the most money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's kind of like, who else would want to go out to Alabama?
Think about it, man. When we think University of Alabama, we don't think baseball.
No.
I'm not disrespecting baseball because I know people love baseball.
But for that school, that's not what you
$143 million, man. And the NCAA brings in $1.1 billion. And we talk about class schedules.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk about March Madness, right? I missed 5 classes in 1 week.
Wow.
Is that with excuse?
With an excuse.
Because of the
But I missed 5 math classes. I missed.
That's major.
I missed 2 philosophy classes. I missed.
What kind of math is it, bro?
This is college algebra. I mean, it's not insane, but still, the fact that they talk about March Madness, no, it literally is madness.
Yeah.
Because you have the NCAA doesn't want to pay us, and they say, well, we're just students, but you're taking us away, excuse my language, damn near a quarter of our spring semester.
Yeah.
Think about the dudes that play in March Madness and NCAA on ABC, CBS, TNT.
Mm-hmm.
Those dudes are missing almost a quarter of the semester.
Yeah.
They're missing almost a month. And they talk about we're just students. What I think they should do, stipends, meaning they should give us monthly payments.
Right.
Now some kids are financially not as fortunate as others.
Exactly.
That's what I think about all the time.
Think about the guys that come from broken homes.
The trenches.
The hood.
The suburbs.
The hood.
Well, not suburbs, but the urban neighborhoods where the projects.
I mean, we
like
hear
that.
stories all the time about how athletes were actually homeless as children. So
A dude I met, he goes to Marist College. I forgot his name. I promise I forgot his name. He was living out in a car with his mother and his sister.
Wow.
Mother and his sister living in a car. You want to talk about struggling? We talk about struggle. That's
it.
Man, that's almost that's rough. That's rock bottom.
Yeah.
And they talking about we're just students, and we're not gonna get any money. $1.1 billion. And it's like I'm talking about at least just $1,000 for a monthly payment.
You could put that to you like the school tuition. I mean,
Think about it though. Think about it though. You pay us a monthly stipend, right? You already, like University of Alabama, you're already bringing in millions of dollars.
Exactly.
So $1,000 ain't gonna do nothing.
No.
exactly.
Tell you the truth, I ain't being greedy. It should be more. It should be over 10,000. That's just my opinion.
Hey, I'm right with you, bro.
Just my opinion.
I'm right with you.
Because we aren't, as student athletes, we aren't just athletes, man. We're the essence of every program almost in America. Duke, I'm not disrespecting Duke because Duke is still a prestigious academic school.
Right.
But when we think of Duke,
All I'm thinking
sports.
Yeah.
we thinking of hooping.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
What else?
I mean, it's the truth, man. We don't think about Duke football.
Right.
We don't think about Duke's science program. When we just talking about in the barbershop, oh yeah, Duke's science program is excellent. No, we talking about, man, Duke basketball team, man. They made it to the shit. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, cause when I talk to certain people about, and they don't even play sports, just they're applying for schools. That's the first thing that comes up. It's like, yeah, they got a good team, they got a good this, and it's like, well, you don't play, so
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And as a student athlete, we have this stereotype on us.
Yeah.
That, oh yeah, man, they probably be giving them grades, or they probably be selling out to the teachers, be kissing the teachers. You know what? Now I'm not saying that don't happen, because I know some dudes. I ain't gonna say the name on the camera, but I know some dudes that then kiss some for some grades, and went to some counselors for some grades. But I ain't gonna say no names. I ain't gonna incriminate nobody. But at the end of the day, man, they should pay us, man. I think it's fair, and I think it's humane, to be honest with you. It's inhumane for you to make $1.1 billion in 1 year and not want to pay us.
Right.
That's insane.
Right.
Well, that is crazy. I did not know that, man. Thank you for the great information from that. Appreciate that interview, bro. Let's go ahead and get it to topic 2. You're our guest, bro, and we're gonna need you for the District Live Sports Podcast.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah.
Dane, NBA playoffs, bro.
Let's go.
You got a lot of interesting matchups.
Yes.
Are we most excited for Raptors or Wiz? I'm ready to see Portland and Pelicans, OKC and Jazz, 76ers and Heat, man. It's a lot, man. Hey, who are y'all favorite matchups this weekend?
You go first.
I mean, my favorite, of course, like I said this numerous times every week, my team is the Wizards.
Oh, God.
Of course, that's what I'm excited about. I know we came in at the 8th seed, and I know we've been playing terrible lately, but, like, how many weeks? I had to be like 3 weeks ago when I was talking about matchups.
Mm-hmm.
The Raptors is a matchup I'm not afraid of. Like, honestly, I don't care if they won. I don't care if they 2. I'm not afraid of them.
Right.
Every time we play the Raptors, the Wizards bring it. Like, Kyle Lowry, he's a good point guard. But he can't guard John. That's been proven numerous times.
I agree.
And on top of that, I don't know what it is. If they're playing us or not, whenever the Raptors get to the playoffs, it's like they lose that mentality.
That confidence.
Yeah. It's just like they're just off. And it's just like, not really, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not. It's like, I'm worried because I know we've been playing terrible lately, but I'm not too worried because I was like, it's the Raptors.
Yeah.
Wiz going to bring it. I know John going to bring it. I know Brad going to bring it. I just hope as a whole, as a team, that we bring it.
Okay. What about you, bro?
76ers in the Heat, man.
I think that's everybody's favorite matchup.
Reason why I say that, 76ers. Roy Simmons, like they call him, rookie Roy Simmons. For those who don't know, Ben Simmons. Also, we have Joel Embiid. He's hurt right now. I'm not sure. He's not missing no series.
No, not the whole series.
We also have my boy. He lives around here. Actually, we used to. Markelle Fultz, he's coming back. His first triple-double, young type of triple-double.
Shout out to him. Yeah.
Shout out to him. Also, on the Heat side, we have James Johnson, Hussein Whiteside, and D-Wade's a little older now, but he's still a dog.
He can still reach in that bag. He still got
You know what I mean? So, I think that'll be a very interesting series, man. But to answer the question, who I think will win it, I have the 76ers winning, man. I have them winning it because they have sharpshooters. They have J.J. Redick. They have, I forgot the guy's name, man. But J.J. Redick, he comes off them screens, man.
T.J. McConnell.
T.J. McConnell. We have that beast, that 7-foot monster, man. Handle it, dribble it, shoot it.
You forgetting a lot more players, bro.
I'm talking about Joel Embiid.
Oh, not talking about the 76ers squad.
But I'm just saying, period, though, like, Ben Simmons himself. Ben Simmons don't shoot no jumpers.
Right.
And he still averaged 16 points a game.
It gets me, like, when Embiid, like, just stands at the top of the key, behind the three-point line. He just
knocks it down.
And I'm just waiting while it's in the air. I'm just like,
I just thought of that. I just thought about that to myself. He's real life the only out of the whole three, out of Markelle and Ben, the only player to shoot or contest threes, and he's a center, and they're point guard and point forwards. So.
I just think that's like the sweetest thing to watch him do that. Just pull up. He just pulls up like with all confidence in the world, and that's another thing that I like about Embiid. He was no shortage of confidence at all when he came into the league. Like,
and the thing is, we also can't forget about LeBron James either. I mean, that dude, man. You know, people hear it all the time on TV. He's really that great.
mm-hmm.
That great, man. I mean, 82 games, 15 seasons.
Yeah, he just broke history.
Still a freak athlete.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He can handle it, can shoot it.
And
he has a respectable jump shot now.
And it seems like he gets better every year.
Every year.
His MVP candidate, he got a lot to really showcase for. So I mean, if they kind of like, you know, mess up James Harden and just give it to LeBron, I'm gonna be mad, but I'm gonna be like, damn, it's LeBron.
And,
You know, he did it. You know.
And look, think about it though. LeBron, he makes his troops go.
Mm-hmm.
If his energy is high, their energy is high.
Mm-hmm.
If his energy low, as you see, when they had that ridiculous defensive lapse, if he not going, they ain't going.
Yep.
Kevin Love, I like him. J.R. Smith, I like him. J.R. Heat Check or J.R. Swish, whatever you want to call him. I like him. But it's on LeBron, man. I think he'll lead him past the Pacers. I think the Pacers will win at least one game.
Yeah.
Game 3 at least.
5 games at best.
5 at best. Then it's not going 7 games. Not happening. Because I think LeBron...
Lucky at 6.
6, I think that's a reach.
I think so too. Because I was definitely about to say they just about to sweep him, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what
I wouldn't be
thought they
surprised.
were gonna sweep.
But I know the Pacers are hungry.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Victor Oladipo, Lance Stevenson, Miles Turner.
Oh, yeah.
So those guys are hungry. So I think that game 3 or at least game 4 can be a shutout game. Game 3, I see them winning that game.
All right. Y'all have y'all favorite matchups.
Okay.
I have my favorite matchup I'm really interested in. The Golden State Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs. Bro, let me tell you, I am psyched for this matchup. I am ready to see how the Warriors are going to react without Steph Curry in the first round. He's gone for the whole round. You know, yeah, they ain't got Kawhi Leonard. They got a whole bunch of old players. They can't really get things straight. Well, let me tell you this something. Who is the head coach and who's been running that franchise for over 20 years, over 50 wins,
Yep.
almost Western Conference, I'm not saying almost Western Conference every year, but
5 rings.
yeah, not near down, you know, Western Conference and championships, like, and different generations. It's like he really achieved it all, and it's really hard to really doubt him in that source. So, for that, bro, it's like, man, really, like, I can't really just, I can't really knock down the Spurs, but it's gonna be a hard fought battle in that series. 7 games, 6. I don't want to reach it, but 7 games, and it's gonna be a dogfight, especially without their leader with Stephen Curry, man.
One thing I'll tell you, I'll answer your question. The Spurs are not going to be just some walk in the park.
Right.
I don't think people know this. The Spurs' home record was the 3rd best in the NBA, outside of the Rockets and the Raptors.
Okay.
And those teams are the number 1 teams in their conferences. But usually they switch their identity. Usually they're the best road team. But they have that, what we talked about earlier, that dog mentality.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, man, let's go.
Yeah.
But do I think they're going to beat the Warriors? No, that's not.
Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah, I ain't saying they're gonna beat the Warriors.
But I'm saying though, people, that's comical to say that.
Yeah.
You would have to be a biased, ridiculous Spurs fan to think that.
True.
Me, I'm just gonna be a sports analyst, podcaster, and expect what's gonna happen. But I know the Warriors gonna be over top. It's just that how they're gonna overcome this battle without Steph Curry.
I mean, let's not sleep, man.
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, look, come on. Draymond Green, KD, Clay. You got Iggy.
What's that second name you said? The tall 7. I forgot. What's the dude name? The 7-foot dude from C+. What's his name?
KD.
Kevin Durant, right?
You're not 7 foot, like
What's 6'11", 6'10"?
wingspan. Oh,
Close to
yeah,
it.
I mean, but okay, so that's the name Kevin Durant, right?
Yeah.
Make sure he's a monster.
yes.
Okay, so Steph Curry ain't gonna be there. I know.
The team in good hands with Quinn Cook.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'll tell you this. 1 game, 2 game, 3 game, 4 game, 5 game. I don't care what they talking about. Warriors gonna win in 5.
I believe that.
5.
I agree. 100% agree. And then, I mean, also, while we in the West bracket, another matchup I'm excited to see as a basketball fan.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Rockets and the Timberwolves.
Mm.
I ain't really expecting the Timberwolves to, like, win. I ain't saying that.
Mm-hmm.
But to see that young team
Mm-hmm.
go against, the top dog,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be nice to see, how they come together, how they play well in the playoffs. Because if not this year, years to come, they gonna give everybody some bumps.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be some good go.
For
So
sure.
that's all I'm really excited about as well too. It's just seeing a young team like that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually get to go at it.
For sure, because you got Cat,
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Butler. Andrew Wiggins has had a pretty rough shooting year this year. He doesn't play much defense, but he's a good player though. He can get to the rim, he can finish. But I think that would be a good series for the Rockets to get ready, because when you're going against dudes that just made the playoffs, they're hungry, they're competitive. So I think we'll really see if the Rockets, can get it together in playoff time, because last year, as you see, it wasn't too good for them.
We're here live, and we're going to hit our last topic. Man, breaking news out of the NFL. Y'all probably already heard the news.
Mm-hmm.
Dez Bryant is officially a free agent.
Mm.
He just got cut from the Dallas Cowboys. Was with the team about 9 seasons or less. Yeah, man. Dane, what's up with your boy, man?
Man, it's unfair. Cowboys have like a cap situation for like I don't know how many seasons now. So he's a part of that veteran cap casualty that always happens. It's sad that it happens to him because everyone looks at him as if his value had dropped, as if he's not producing no more.
Mm-hmm.
When really, the team, the offense itself, it's not for him
Right.
no more. I mean, if you look back at this past season when Zeke was missing games or when they didn't know they're going to have him or not, the offensive game plan from the Cowboys was like pretty much vanilla.
Right.
Like, the only thing that Dez could get was slants. And then, even when that comes, it ain't always guaranteed. And then you gotta look about it this way. You got Dak Prescott at quarterback. He's not nowhere near the level Tony Romo was. And Tony Romo was able to force the ball to whoever he wanted to. And then the offensive game plan was totally different. They look at Prescott as more of a game manager, when Tony Romo was more of the you got all the control in the world, gonna make something happen.
Right.
So it's just sad for his position, but I'm pretty sure that he's gonna get some offers. He already said that. Well, let me say this. It was quoted that when he left out of that meeting today, he told them, "Okay, I'll see y'all twice a year." So that sounds like NFC East to me.
Who? Not. I mean, we looking at every team situation. The Eagles straight. The Giants. I mean, they got what? Odell, Brandon Marshall,
Sterling
Shepard. Also the guy from they drafted a tight end and
Evan Ingram.
Yeah, Evan Ingram. Look, I mean, Cowboys just cut them. Us. I mean, hey, I was talking to my man earlier. We were talking about who has a better wide receiver core, or which wide receiver core is better than Dez Bryant, and which Dez Bryant is better than which wide receiver core. Mm-hmm. So we point out maybe like 3 teams. The Redskins was unfortunately one of them. However, with the potential and talent that we carry, why even stress us to have not only an older player,
right,
but a distraction, some nonsense, a player that is declining in his prime years, and and now he's not really that much durable and you don't really know if he will fit in our system. You know, just like you guys said.
Well, in our system, it's more built of. Let me put it this way: Jay Gruden has plays to get players open.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas, they did not have that. They just had like simple route tree plays. And if you put Dez Bryant in a system that's designed to get receivers open, he'll definitely be all right.
Mm-hmm.
He'll definitely pick up that production that he did. And one thing that was noticeable to me, if you took Dez Bryant's stats, because everyone says he's declining, if you look at his stats from last season and compare it to any other receiver that the Redskins had,
right,
he would have been the top receiver.
Okay.
And he would have definitely tied in touchdown receptions. So, to add him to the Redskins, it's like, oh, maybe, but it's really like, no.
Yeah.
We have the cap space to do it because we have like $17 million left. And to add him after we got Paul Richardson for $8 million,
right,
it's kind of pointless. Because that $8 million, you might as well just say, oh, I should have just gave that to Dez if I knew he was going to be free.
Exactly.
But no, it's not really worth
And
it.
for a year or two, then you got the draft coming up. You don't know what talent you could just scoop up that could just turn out. Not to say be like Dez, but it could be still productive and not give you much troubles.
Now, if he did stay in the NFC East, the team that makes the most sense to me is probably Philly. If they got the cap space, I'm not really too sure about their situation. But Philly, they try to make a second run. So it's like they add in whoever they want to add. Him going to the Giants, I don't really see it. I don't. Because like you said, the receiver core.
Yeah, it's too deep.
The Giants had a pretty rough year, didn't they?
Yeah, because they got hit by that injury bug real bad.
Yeah. Bad offensive line, you know, teamwork and things like that. They didn't really. They really
Chemistry.
Yeah, everything was just falling apart.
Yeah,
it was a meltdown. Meltdown life stadium.
Yeah, exactly. Ben McAdoo didn't help either. Like, it still angers me that they sat Eli Manning for that one game. They messed up that man's
Yeah,
starting.
they had to fire him in that game. Hey, you know what's crazy though?
For Gino.
You know what was really crazy?
Goodness.
Kaepernick is still on the market, and he's getting sideball.
Don't get me started.
From these racist NFL managers. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I could use a better vocabulary term, but this is the best fit of word.
Let me keep it 100 with you right now, bro. Like, you don't know how angry this makes me. Because it's like...
It flames me up.
I feel as though what the Seahawks just did was disgusting. It was repulsive. It was so disrespectful. Like, Kaepernick already has a suit out against the NFL for being blackballed. He had his grievance meeting with the Texans owner, and then he just had one recently with the Baltimore Ravens.
Right.
For the Seahawks to postpone a meeting with him, asking him about his future plans, and then sign Stephen Morris to a contract the next day, it's like, bro, that's blatantly exactly what's going on right now in the NFL.
Right.
That's exactly what he's filing suit against them for. And they just did that right there wide in the open. It makes no sense. That clearly shows that this man is definitely being blackballed. I mean, I love RG3, but I don't think he deserves a contract over Kaepernick.
You're right.
He's been injury prone his whole career, missed a year of football, but he has a contract.
You know, they say when you talk about racism, poverty, things of that nature, inequality. Oh, don't talk about that. Don't do that. But look, MLK, right? They have a thing in the museum for him, but while he was alive, or going towards the end,
Right.
they say, man, you tripping out, man. Like, why you talking about that kind of stuff? Why can't we talk about this and that? But when we brought up race, even Malcolm X, when he brought up racism, poverty, inequality, oh man, you tripping out. Oh, you tripping, man. It's like when you speak some truth, people don't want to hear it.
Right.
But people always talk about, man, you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it real, man. You can't be selling out. You can't be doing it. You gotta keep it real. But I don't understand when people hear the truth, they get upset.
So, Cam, I appreciate you coming through again, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, this means a lot to us again. We're gonna make sure that we keep in contact, make sure we see on how you doing at Bowie State and everything like that, bro. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, man.
Like
anytime you want to come through, let us know. We be happy to have you, man. We
Hey,
enjoyed it today.
New set coming through, so
new location. Stay tuned for the new location.
Uh-huh.
And also, man, last thing I'll say, I said it off the camera. If you all continue to stay positive and productive, God will bless you.
Already.
God will bless you. Man. And also, like I said before, you'll meet people who do not have your best intentions, who are vindictive, mean, but you'll also meet some positive people as well. So those people who you meet are positive, and it's very few. Keep them in your circle as best as you can. But just stay positive, productive. It's the chain reaction of good things to come. So just stay strong. That's all I say. And be a dog.
Oh yeah,
have that
gotta
edge.
Be a dog in This Is Live Sports, man.
Have that edge. Have that edge.
Alrighty. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. Thank you again. Just As Live Sports. This has been episode 106. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all have a safe week.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
We on Apple Podcasts now. We have
Hey, shout out to my man Langston. He just got us on the Apple Podcast, bro.
Sure.
We hitting numbers. We doing it all, bro. We about to get on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, man. We're about to be global.
Today was a good day.
Today was a great day.
For sure, man.
Hey man, thank you again.
Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday. Yeah, man. Thank you again, man.
Yes, man. Yes, indeed, dog. Yes, indeed.
All right, man. We out.
Oh.